Hello and welcome to Berwick Mitsubishi. My name's Wayne. I'm going to give you a full video walk around tour of our super low kilometre 2010 Series 3 HSV Maloo R8. Car presents beautifully in black. Obviously one of those colours that if not attended to well by the owner will age pretty easily. This one's certainly been very well kept. Very clean across the entire front bar. If I'm being super picky, there has been a couple of stone chips on the front of the bonnet there, but they've all been touched up, so you can't really see and won't deteriorate any further. You've got your bi-xenon headlights, fog lights down the bottom, which are embossed with the HSV logo, and you've got your daytime running lights in the front bar there as well. You'll see the twin hood scoops over here as well. Good air penetration in there to keep the engine cold and performing at its maximum. Moving down the side, the car is fitted with the Pentagon style alloy wheels, and it does have Pirelli P1 tyres all the way around. Unfortunately, being very picky to point these out in the video, there is some marks around the outside edge of the alloy wheels, but lots and lots of tread on these P1 tyres all the way around. Badging indicators all in good condition down the side here. It is fitted with the Holden slimline weather shields. This is great for if it's raining, you can have your window down just a touch. No water will get in there while you've still got fresh air there in the cabin. Maloo badge in the side there. This alloy wheel in excellent condition on the rear driver's side, and again another really good Pirelli P1 tyre on there with heaps of tread in there. Being the Maloo, it is fitted with the twin hump style hard lid there. Nice and flat through to the back of the car, just topping off that beautiful styling that the HSV has. And again, moving into the back, this is where you really see that styling of the R8. You've got the really good low rear bar. It's got the colour-coded reverse sensors in there, so you've got 4 points. It's got the quad exhaust, which is an X-Force exhaust system. Only real modification that we've found on this one is the wheels and the exhaust, giving it quite a nice note, letting everyone know you are driving the HSV V8. Badging all intact, very clean throughout the back. No real marks on the tailgate there either, definitely very clean. If we move into the tub, twin gas struts there on the hard lid, and it's got the factory tub liner in there with the tie down points over here and up the other end as well. All in excellent condition, and these tub liners are pretty much indestructible. Moving around to the passenger side, again much the same as what we saw on the driver's side. The paintwork on this car is in excellent condition. Again, being super critical, does have a little bit of marking around the outer edge of there, but again the key thing to note is pretty close to new tyres all the way around this car. Bodywork throughout the passenger door, does have tinted windows, and again all the way through, definitely a credit in the paintwork how the previous owners kept this car. 58,000 Ks, it definitely presents as a 58k car. Moving under the bonnet now, bonnet release is just to the right hand side of the badge, and this is really where the fun begins. HSV R8 has got the LS3 6.2 litre engine in it. Beautiful design engine, nice cover in there with the red against the black. Does put out standard 317 kilowatts of power with 550 newton meters of torque. Very impressive to drive. Anyone who has driven one will know what I'm talking about. Anyone who hasn't driven one needs to get down and see us and take this thing for a drive, because they are very, very impressive. With the 6-speed manual gearbox, you get to choose how much power you want to get out of each gear, and I guarantee this will be a lot of fun to drive, but also relatively fuel efficient if you choose to drive it nicely as a daily driver as well. Moving into the interior of the HSV Maloo, we'll start off looking at the steering wheel. So it is a leather bound, it is a nice sports feel steering wheel, got the nice flat bottom to it, colour coated with the silver and the piano black finish through here. So right hand side, you've got your stereo controls, volume up and down, Bluetooth controls for answering or hanging up calls. You've got the button here for your EDI module, which is through in the center screen here, which will run you through that shortly, and also navigation shortcut there. On the left hand side, you've got skipping through songs and also audio and trip meter settings on the dash there. Behind the steering wheel, you'll note that the E3 has the updated dash in behind the steering wheel. A lot nicer finish to it than the earlier model E2, and it is illuminated white, which is nice and easy to read. We'll show you things like average speed, average fuel used, distance to empty, lots of different things that you can have a look through from there. Overspeed, range, and the digital speedo as well, which is probably my favourite to leave it on anyway. On the right hand stalk, you've got your cruise control as well as your indicators and high beam, low beam, and then on the left hand side you've got your wiper controls, all nice and pretty straightforward. Up the top of the dash there we've got the 3 binnacles. You've got your battery voltage, your oil pressure, and your oil temperature. Always a good thing to have them there just to keep an eye on how the engine's performing. Down through the middle, as I mentioned, we do have our EDI, which is basically the format for all the different things the HSV will show, power and torque. These will change depending on what you're doing when you're driving the car or how you're accelerating. Moving through, it'll show average fuel consumption. Don't be too concerned about the spikes because it'll spike like this whenever you let the car sit and idle for 5 minutes to warm up. It does have a track mode where you can set some times if you want to take the car out on a track and then download it. And then it's got everything from G-forces, ABS braking, and then as you go around corners it'll actually show you what the current G-forces are. And then the other one to keep it on would probably be this one. So this will actually give you a couple of different styles of shifting. So it gives you a shift line, and these turn yellow when it's time to shift gears if you're after economy, or if you're after performance, or if you're on the track it'll tell you when you want to change for the track mode or off there as well. This is a touchscreen unit. You do have navigation. You've got Bluetooth music streaming, we've got CD, and we've also got the radio controls in there as well. Got the hazard lights in here, nice polished silver finish with the Maloo R8 badging in there, and then the nice touch with the piano black finish around the rest of the controls, which is your stereo controls, skipping through tracks. You do have dual zone climate control. Beautiful thing about this is if you do want different temperature on each side, you'll note here on the left you can go all the way up to high and have cold on the left side, and then all the way down, and you can make those match. All the rest of your controls here are really easy to find and use. Fan speed, direction of air you want, on and off, and also your AC. Small storage compartment in the front there, perfect for your phone or another set of keys or some change or anything like that. You do have your ESP stability control button. Obviously that's practical if you want to lose traction with the back wheels. As mentioned, it is a 6-speed manual gearbox, and when we put it into reverse, up on the screen there you will see the reverse camera that the car has from factory as well. Moving through the middle, we've got our door locks. We've got power mirrors left and right, and also power windows, which are auto up and down. You've got twin cup holders through here, and then in the center console, which is also leather bound and in excellent condition, down in there we've got a 12-volt power socket at the back, and we've got USB and auxiliary input in there as well. Moving up to the top, it does have the black headlining, which is a lot better than the lighter colour, just gives it that nice luxury feel to it. In case you don't like using the navigation, we do have the factory map reading lights, which is great for the Melways when you're driving on those road trips at night. And we've got the sunglasses holder to house your favourite pair of aviators if that's your sunglasses of choice. Into the back here, just behind me, you will note there's quite a large amount of storage in behind the seat for a single cab ute. And the interior itself is in excellent condition with that nice mash finish of the black leather with the nice black suede as well. Moving into the glove box as well, we'll just grab the books out. It does have the factory HSV leather pouch, and the car does have very good service history. Again, being very low K's, got the owner's manual in there as well as the service history, and you'll note there that it's been serviced at 3,000, 15,000. It's got very good service history. Unfortunately, one just missing there at the 30 hasn't been stamped. Got one there at 45, next one there at 53, and then another service done by us at Berwick Mitsubishi at 58. So even though it's got low Ks, good service history and very, very well looked after inside as well. Thanks very much for taking the time to watch our walk around video on our black HSV R8 Maloo. As mentioned, it's in excellent condition, very low kilometres and really well looked after. So if you are after a collector's item, they're getting harder and harder to find in this condition. please give us a call on 9907 0555. The other thing that this car does qualify is our 5-year mechanical protection plan. It is an additional cost, but it will give you benefits of 5 years mechanical cover, up to $3,000 per individual claim, up to 200,000 kilometres on the odometer, and up to 10 years of roadside assistance, and that's unlimited claims. Love the opportunity to tell you a little bit more about that when we tick the box that this is the right car for you. It will only add a small amount to your finance payment if you do choose to do some in-house finance with us. Either Julie or Mario are happy to take care of you on that. Again, please call us on 9907 0555.